Okay, guys, so on Friday, what did we talk about? You guys remember?
Plants.
Okay, Easton said plants. What did we talk about with plants? Yeah.
The soil.
Soil. What else did we talk about, Julie?
Seeds.
Seeds. Phoenix.
Plants need sun and water.
Plants need sun and water.
They can grow.
So we sort of talked about what plants need and what the parts were, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so to start out today, we're going to actually read another book just to sort of remember what each part of the plant is. So I want you to quietly come up to your spots, sit quietly. All right, so let's see who can be the quietest coming up here. All right? Yeah, Phoenix, what's up, bud?
We forgot something.
What did we forget?
Well, like the whole plant, it makes all the food, so like it can grow and have and so it can grow into a plant or a flower, and so it
Exactly.
and then it will make new seeds, and it will just keep on going like a light.
Yep. Well, let's see what we talk about in this book and see what you touched on.
And plants need air.
They do need air. All right. So the book we read on Friday was a fiction book. What does fiction mean, guys?
Not real.
Not real, right? So this one is going to be nonfiction. So this is all real stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this one's called Plant Life Cycles, which is sort of what Phoenix was just talking about. Every living thing begins, can reproduce, and dies. In many plants, this life cycle begins with a seed, which is what you guys just talked about. We talked about seeds on Friday.
We
Okay.
even planted some.
You even planted some. That's awesome. So now you guys will sort of know what we're talking about.
That's my book.
It's your book? Awesome. Mrs. Clemmy shared it with me so I could teach from it today. A seed holds the beginnings of a plant's first roots, stem, and leaves. So a tiny plant starts in this little seed. And then as it grows, it gets bigger. And we get the stem, and then start getting leaves. Looks like an onion. Well, look at what's on the next page, Oliver.
Onion.
Some plants begin from a bulb. So instead of a seed, it looks more like this. Bulbs grow roots, stems, and leaves too. So they grow the same, it just looks different to start. Yeah.
We have that plant at our house. It's usually on the side, but we haven't put them in.
Awesome. What's that, Joey?
My Nana and Papa have a green day plant.
Awesome. Well, let's keep reading. We've got a fun activity to do today, guys, okay?
Yay.
So let's just sit and listen for a little bit, and maybe we can do a couple questions at the end. Life unfolding. The tiny plant grows, roots make a strong base. They take in water and nutrients from the soil, sort of like little straws in the dirt, right?
Yeah.
The first shoot becomes a strong stem. So the first thing that pops up is going to be the stem. Let's do questions at the end, okay, Phoenix?
And then the second thing that pops up is leaves.
So the stem carries the water and nutrients to the plant and holds up the leaves. Leaves use sunlight, air, and water to make food for the plant, which is what you guys were all talking to me about at the beginning, reminding me of what they all need. Flowers. Some plants make flowers. Plants make seeds inside their flowers. So here are some marigold seeds. What type of seeds did you guys plant? So you guys just saw these, didn't you?
But they were like not really. Yeah, they look like blue.
Okay.
They look like they kind of look like paper.
Okay, cool.
They look like spaghetti.
Like spaghetti.
Like
So with some plants, when they are ready, some seeds fall to the ground. Animals or the wind will carry other seeds to new places to grow. It's like when you blow on a dandelion, all those things that come up are seeds. And that's you helping spread those seeds around. At the end of the life cycle, plants die. Their bodies decay. What do you guys think the word decay means?
Well, I have no idea.
So if they die, and the word decay is similar to die, Julianne, what do you think?
They end their life as a plant.
They end their life as a plant. What are you thinking, Jolie?
They maybe like
They fall? So when it says decay, yeah, Phoenix.
Like they will like make another life cycle.
They will start another life cycle. So the plant will grow. So like this is a tree. It starts as a seed, starts as a tiny tree, goes to a big tree, and then the seeds fall off, and then the plant dies. And then it helps provide nutrients for the next plant. Yeah, Willow. Kind of looks like a hamburger. Okay.
Or a hot dog.
So, we just read a little bit more about seeds and plants. So who can tell me what some of the parts of a plant are? Jacoby, what is one of the parts of a plant? You need to ask a friend for some help? Asking Ollie? Okay. Ollie, can you help Jacoby out a little bit?
From Olive.
That's one part of a plant.
The leaves.
The leaves, okay. So, we've talked about the parts of the plant a lot between Friday and today, right? So we're going to actually create a plant. So I want you guys to be thinking about these parts of the plant and quietly go back to your seat. Not a real plant, but sort of.
We're going to make a project.
Oh, yes, like a project, Cora.
I made a plant
All right, I need you guys sitting in your spots quietly, not looking at my camera. Phoenix, can you sit down for me, bud? I am handing out a sheet with the parts of a plant on it. So what we are all going to do is get our coloring boxes out because we need scissors and glue. No pencil this time. We can color if we get it done. So I need you guys to be sitting quietly and listening to directions. Okay? We're going to color it at the very end because I want to make sure you guys put it together correctly. I'm taking notes again. Awesome. Okay, so what I need you guys to start doing is cutting on the dark black lines. Do you think you guys can handle that? It does look like a volcano.
I know, it's so funny. Oh yeah, what color first? Are we going to volcano?
Yo, we'll color last. That way I make sure you guys put it together first.
Hey, I don't have one.
Well, you weren't sitting in your seat like I asked you.
Oh, yeah.
Use those right there on Olivia's desk. I didn't have enough of those.
I know what I see. It's like we're making flowers. It's like Vesuvius. Well, I already made one.
Well, then you get to make another one. So, yeah. So now I'm passing out the sheet that we will be gluing the pieces onto.
This is going to be easy. I'm going to just come right now. Oh, I think we're going to make a flower.
We can color them at the end, Ollie. That way you guys can get them all put together first. That's why we all need to be listening to directions.
Why does that look like the Pompeii thing?
Well, we'll just make it interesting then.
Prayer. I hear they'll pay a lot of money if you dive into it. You wouldn't even survive.
I want you guys to put it together first.
Wouldn't even survive.
That way I can see that you guys know what we were talking about and listening to me. Because I know you all know how to color, right?
Yeah.
I've seen all the drawings you guys do.
I'm the best.
So, on these sheets, boys and girls. Hey, Easton, can we be listening for me? So on these sheets, we've got the parts of the plant, right? But then we've also got these words. What are these words used for?
Oh, I know. To label it.
To label it.
Yeah, so
Do we agree or disagree with Phoenix with these are labels?
Disagree.
Why do you guys disagree?
Agree. No, I agree.
You agree? Thought about it again? Okay. So, what do we think this guy is right down here? The thing that looks like the volcano.
Red.
Roots? Okay. So when you're gluing these on to your piece of paper,
I feel like we're
I want you to put your labels on too. That way we can show that we know this is the roots. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Or do we have more questions?
No. Wow, that is a volcano. Where do they put the seeds? Not this much. Where do they like put the seeds in the
Okay. So, when we talked about the seeds on Friday, Julian, I know you weren't here, so that's a great question. When we talked about the seeds on Friday, on some flowers, where do we find the seeds?
Inside.
Yes.
Inside the little circle.
Inside the little circle. Can I hold that up and show everybody? Okay. So see how the seeds, when you cut them out, are a little circle here, and then the flower is a little bigger. And then you can put the seeds right there in that middle circle. Thank you, Lila. Later, I'm sorry. Is everyone doing good? Does anybody need any help?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Me. I need help cutting it.
Can you cut this up for me first, buddy? I know you want to color it, but I know how great of a colorer you are, and I want to make sure you can cut it out and then put it together right first, okay?
I always mess up on it.
So when you glue, dot, dot, not a lot,
Because you
because you won't be able to color it if you put a lot of glue.
Exactly.
And do I have to go?
You don't have to color it, but I want to make sure you guys got them together.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it as well.
And I also want to make sure with your scraps you don't throw them on the floor. You make sure you put them in the trash can.
Yes. They call it garbage. Yeah, some people say that.
Okay. So, is everything okay?
No.
Why no?
Well, like, it was like this. Here, he died in CBS. It's too long. Survived to 30 seconds.
Keep cutting it up for me. Yeah.
Oh my, you barely even died for
Yes.
You
Put the
died
paper this way.
Wow, it's like 2,000 degrees. Yeah, you barely even less like that.
Scary part, right?
Burn, it'll melt. The air was hot. That hot. It'll melt. It'll melt. Probably wouldn't even survive in like 5 seconds.
I like that. You do the corners and then in the middle.
Ew, actually, it's put more. Take off yourself and put your stuff in there. Yeah, pay all your money, okay?
What?
Oh, that's
It's like you did just awesome by yourself. Maybe a little bit.
This. Tell your mom. Take off all your. Tell your mom too.
Phoenix, can you keep cutting that up for me? Yep, go for it.
Yeah, when we get home.
Keep it up, guys. I like how we're listening about how to label it as we were going. If you need help, we can help. Okay, so what is at the bottom of all of the roots? This guy, right? So we're probably going to put him at the bottom, right? Because he's at the bottom of all the plants.
My glue isn't coming out.
Okay, I'm using that.
And give me that. I'm trying to do this all with it. I don't care. There's nothing untried.
That's
No,
okay,
there's
Cody.
something floating with you.
Cody, that's okay. Sometimes that happens. So what do you think's next? What comes next after the root?
No, it's not.
The stem,
Oh,
yeah.
look at this.
You need help with both days?
What is this? Stem goes right here.
Yes, you can put it on the stem, next to the stem, just showing that you know that this long piece is the stem. Okay?
See, I told you. My glue isn't coming off.
Your glue isn't coming
That's
off.
your fault, Ethan.
You think you can borrow one of your friends while we're working on this? Somebody who's sitting next to you. Thank you, Julianne.
Then what do you do?
What do you think's next, Ollie? So what did we talk about next? When we were talking about, so it starts at the stem and the leaves. Yeah, see, you're listening. And you can put those leaves anywhere on the stem. There's no perfect. You can glue them down right there. And that's what yours will look like. So everyone's will look a little different where they put the leaves, and that's okay. Because not every flower looks the same, right?
Yes, I'm making my man.
That's a face. Okay.
Hey, this is the flower. This is the arm. This is the flower. Stop. Oh, this is how it goes. Sonic eats order, guys.
I like how you wrote your own. I was just asking.
Now all they have to do is follow. Oh wait, I don't. I have to go somewhere.
Make sure you put the labels on. Yes. How do you put this on? Yeah, you can just glue them, like right above, a little bit on or next. So like, see how this one's right on that leaf? That way we know, oh, that's a leaf. Does that make sense? Perfect.
Everyone's are sunflowers.
How's everyone doing on a scale of 1 to 5? 5 being awesome, 1 being I need a lot of help. Using your hands, everyone show me. 1 to 5.
Can I use a Korea or a pen?
No, I need none.
Which one?
I-
None? You need some help? No help. Okay.
I give it a
Awesome. Okay, keep working, guys. Thanks for showing me. That way I can tell where you're all at. 2? Okay. What do you need help with, Julianne? Alright, so you just got those to cut out.
Oh, I need
So
a
let's
big
glue the plant on first. And then you can cut those out and glue them on.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. When you guys are done, you can go ahead and color.
I'm gonna put it a little bit. No, you can have it.
Did you use up everything you needed? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Can you use my
Yep. Make sure you guys write your name on these flowers too so we know whose flower is whose. You can write that on the yellow piece of paper back behind. Okay. Julianne, let's go ahead and start gluing that flower on there. Okay. Hey, Phoenix. Phoenix, buddy, do you need some help? Just worry about yours, Cody. Hey, Phoenix. Phoenix, can you look at me, bud? What do we need help with on the cut now? You feeling okay? Or do we need to go take a little trip down to the office? Do you think you can wait a couple more minutes till the end of the day? Or do you need to go down? Is it that bad? Can you wait like 5 more minutes for me, buddy? And then school will be done. You can go home and take a nap or something, okay? I think you can do it. You're almost there. Just cut out a couple more things for me. Okay? Yeah, Jacoby.
You can do it. Do it.
Done? Okay, do you want to write your name on here for me? And then you can
Don't
color it if you want. Okay, while you guys are finishing up,
I've
got-
Please don't leave.
is it on the ground around you?
This screen doesn't have to work anymore.
Okay. Well, that's okay. So what I want you to do is write the word roof onto one of those. All right. So I want you guys to take a quick break. Eyes on me. Okay? So we're going to do something a little fun, just so I can see what you guys learned. I have note cards, and I'm going to hand them out, and I want you to write 2 things on it. 1, I want you to write your name, and 2, I want you to write something you learned from when I taught Friday or today. And then when I say the magic word, we'll do something fun, okay? And I'll tell you more about that in a little bit.
All the names or something? Like
I guess you'll just have to see. So, can you tell the class what instructions I just gave?
Write your name and what you told.
Right, one thing that I taught you guys on Friday or today. So then you can write something that we learned about today, Julianne. Write one thing you guys learned and your name, so I know who learned what thing, okay? That's okay. Take a break from your plant right now and write one thing that you guys learned, okay? That way I make sure you guys learned something and you weren't just staring at me for 2 days. I know I'm pretty funny looking, but I'm hoping I taught you something too.
Maybe you can use the project you were just doing to help you remember something you learned.
So write your name and something you learned. Just those 2 things for me.
How do you spell L?
How do you
It's
It sounds like that. All right. Does everybody have something written down for me?
No.
No? Can we quickly do that? All right. Give me a thumbs to the sky when you've written something for me. And you all have your name on there too. Thumb to the sky. Who needs like 1 more minute? Raise your hand if you need just a little bit more time. Okay? We're almost done with class, so go ahead and finish it up. All right, so I want you guys to hold your note cards high in the sky when you're done for me. Hold your note card high in the sky that you wrote your name and something you learned on. Okay? Now I want you to crumple it up in a ball. Just follow directions, okay? Just crumple it up in a ball. Just listen to me. All right. My magic word is going to be soil. So when I say that word, after the count of 3, I want you to throw those at me. So crumple up what you wrote, and when I say the magic word, I want you to throw those at me, okay? 3, 2, 1, soil. Awesome. All right. Thank you, guys. Awesome. That is what I have for you today.
My bussers and building blockers, please pick up your area.
Here.
Thank you,
If
Cora.
did not get your project finished, wow, Raya, I like how you did the grass around the roots to make it show it's underneath the grass.